Who'd you steal that from?
Four cylinders. Right
Ejectocito!
Ooh, yeah.
Kids, don't try this at home.
That's a dead rat, dude.
Good morning, day number 9, and happy Halloween. Nice costume. We got Soupy over here. Good morning.
What's up? What's up?
Give you guys a rundown. I'm gonna be wiring all the gauges and a whole bunch of wires that I'm gonna have to figure out. We got pretty much the whole front done.
We got this right here. Going right there.
That's our coolant pipe. Hopefully our turbo comes in today. We're gonna mount it somewhere over here. We just need it to mock it up. Let's start the day.
Good morning, everyone. Our engine is in, motor mounts are in, got the intake on. So I just got to do a whole bunch of plumbing, got to do some wiring. Alex has been really killing it on all the fab work, especially on the inside and the A-arms. We got 2 A-arms. We can possibly get this car down on the ground. Mostly on my end of today, we just got to track down some plumbing lines as well as some electrical, a whole bunch of little parts that I got to make this motor work. What are you doing today, Alex?
Oh, I made a list and I've already forgotten it. Mount that third link, finish the cage after that's mounted, finish the angle kit.
A lot of little things, a lot of big things. I'll keep you updated. Ah, my foot! Huh. Got our throttle body on, all sealed up from all our crazy outside contaminants from we all know who. We got our headers on. Alex is working on doing our side exits right now.
Oh yeah.
Coming out right here. All right, and this is what I've been working on. This is the passenger side. I've been using some Thermo-Tec cool sleeves on our spark plug wires, which is definitely a mandatory when it comes to these engines, because these headers will definitely burn up our factory plug wires here. Did one side red, one side black. It's definitely gonna keep the wires alive, keep them nice and cool so we don't burn them up and keep our engine running. That's what I'm working on right now. Alex is working on the exhaust, getting us all dialed right now. And after that, we're gonna possibly move on to some ECU stuff.
All right, I'm still at it. Still fighting with this wiring. Still fighting with this fuse box that I'm modifying to have the computer control all my relays. It gets a little overwhelming when you see a lot of wires, but if you label the ends and remember or write down the colors, it'll make it much easier for you. I'm sure you could buy primary wires and spools, but what we're doing here, I'm just using as much of scrap as I could to save some money on our budget. We got Soupy over here. Look at him go.
Put a weld there, and I'm done.
You want to mark that?
Yeah, I'm gonna mark it. So I'm gonna weld it right on the car.
Are you?
Yeah, and then this way I don't make a mistake. I'm gonna go clean it first.
All right.
These pipes have been dragged through war. They're filled with grease and gunk.
Well, I'll be back on my wiring. I'll be spending the most of the day today and probably half a day tomorrow. Try to power up that ECU with our switch panel. This thing throws up a 12-volt trigger, which I needed to throw a ground trigger. but I'll modify that fuse box as best as I can to get my triggers working.
All right, guys, just unboxed the Holley Terminator X system for our engine. This is the main brain for the engine. This is what's going to be telling the engine everything to do. I'm not super smart when it comes to plugging and playing all these wires, and it's all labeled. It is literally kind of dummy proof. For example, this is our battery cable, even says it right here. This set of wires right here is going to be throughout the engine. Even got our crank labels here. Should be good to go. So this little dash right here, guys, came with the ECU, but I also wanted to run the bigger dash so I could put it behind the steering wheel, and we'll have a big gauge cluster so we can actually see what the engine's doing while we're driving. Both these screens, believe it or not, are touch screens. So if I want to make some modifications to this, just kind of like an iPhone, you can just, you know, touch it and it will make changes, as well as this dash as well. Here's our injector harness right here. The rest of these plugs right here are all specifically for the dash. This stuff is really plug and play. Now that I got all this stuff laid out, I can go through everything and start putting it into the car. I think the first thing what I want to do is get this big harness in the car first. There's kind of a sequence that everything needs to go in, because sometimes you don't have a long enough wire, you know, to get from A to B. So it's always great to lay out everything first, you know, just see what you got on the table and then lay it out in the car, because you don't want to short yourself too much. I'm gonna get to it.
You got your coil out first.
I haven't been over at the building battle site in a little while, and I know I look like Zach, but I'm gonna go bust in there and see what's going on right now. Hey, quiet on set! Well, you don't have to be quiet. I want to see what you're doing, though. What are you doing?
I'm making an extension for the radiator hose.
Oh, so you guys are getting pretty far along.
Yes, we're getting there. We're getting there.
So is it gonna be like a hard line for quite a while, or?
From here,
Okay.
comes around this way, comes over to here, comes right there. And then there's gonna be a rubber line from there to there.
Oh, wow. That's all the way in the back, huh?
Yeah.
Quite a bit different than the stock VQ.
Yeah.
What you working on, wiring?
I'm doing some wiring,
That's the last time I was over here, that's what you said you were gonna do. I thought you were gonna be done.
Yeah, engine harness is done, complete.
It's complete, looks good. So now just body stuff?
I'm doing a full fuse box over there and having the computer go on this side.
It's part of the plan?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the computer control my relays inside this fuse box.
Yeah. Cool.
I didn't buy a plug-in pray harness like they did.
Plug and pray. I'm speaking up, I'm gonna go check on it. These guys gotta get out of here. What are you guys working on? It looks like exhaust?
Yeah, we're gonna do some final welding on this little O2 bung that I need for the Holley ECU. But I got pretty much everything wired up on the engine. I think what we're also gonna have to do is move down these ignition coils down to the lower portion of the frame and weld some
over here?
brackets. Yeah, because the spark plug wires, they're like not long enough. You know, when you run like a turbo style like headers like these, like
The heat.
just
Yeah.
burns them right up. So,
Gotcha. So it's running forward, both of them?
yeah, they're running forward, so we're gonna have the exhaust exit out the side here. For the most part, all the wiring harness stuff is, and I'm just waiting on a couple little sensors here for the throttle body.
Man, you guys have made a lot more progress since the last time I was here.
Quite
Finally,
a bit.
you got over some of the hiccups?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the main hiccup was like that cam bearing issue, but we got that solved. And then luckily, you know, this wiring harness is like super easy and plug and play. Everything's labeled. It really takes a lot of time and a lot of stress off me.
The control arm stuff looks great.
Yeah, thanks,
looks super cool.
Yeah, Alex has been killing it on the fab work. Alex is also working on the third link there for the rear suspension, because originally we were going to go with that torque arm setup.
Right.
We just kind of agreed the third link would save.
Oh, so you made a new one. Last time I saw you were making something out of nothing, but
I used like an outer control arm to just shorten it, but luckily we found an extra Heim laying around that we could utilize, so that's why we went with that.
Looks sick.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So got a trans tunnel, or are you just planning on being hot?
We'll see. We'll see. We want to get it running first, and if we got some time, we might make a nice little tunnel. Yeah, because we don't want to be super hot.
Yeah, awesome. Good work.
Thanks, bro.
What are you working on?
Oh, I gotta cut more plates so we can finish that third link.
Oh, so you're just grinding. That's that's where all the noise has been coming from.
Yeah, we're grinding. We're grinding.
Keep it up. Good luck. Play nice. Every time I come over here, it's complete transformation, so pretty rad.
Getting ready to weld the extension onto here. It's kind of more like an adapter. A little quick word of advice: when you're welding aluminum, clean it. When you think you're about ready to weld and you think it's clean enough, clean it again. Goes right here, the radiator hose goes there, and this one goes all the way to here. Now, there's a problem. This being a radiator hose, it's gonna get hot. It's gonna heat all this stuff up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this right here, and cut it into strips. And then I'm gonna wrap it.
Hey, what the?
Dude!
What was that?
That was this?
Just red line on a brand new motor?
Yo! Dude starts the motor, there's no throttle body on it. Just as far as it'll go.
All the time we're like,
I gotta tell
There's
you.
no throttle body on it!
Is there any oil?
Yeah, there's oil.
yo, put your hand on it. You can be the thought about it.
Yo, dude, look! There's no throttle body. Dude starts the motor with no throttle body.
That was tight. I'm full red. That's so
That was
full
like-
red.
Well, first start, 9 days in.
It's like a diesel K20.
He's all, yo, he was in the bathroom for 20 minutes this morning going, dude, what's in my wife?
Yeah.
That's exactly what my wife says too.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's beginning of day 10. Josh and I are here working on the Camaro. I'm gonna be finishing up the front suspension, hopefully be getting this thing on the ground. Gonna be working on the rear suspension as well. Gonna figure out the spring situation we got there and the ride height. What are you gonna be doing, Josh?
What are we doing? A whole bunch of little bits.
Little bits, huh?
Little bits, yeah. Sensors, gonna put in the starter. I gotta drill and tap our air intake temp sensor into the manifold. And I think my fuel line's supposed to be coming today too, so yeah, just a bunch of little stuff.
Good morning. Soupy did the upper radiator hose. Nice mount, Soupy, nice mount. Everything's done under the hood. We are still situating our TPS problem, but Soupy's over there working on it. We got the NRG seat, bracket and seat mounted. We got the switch panel working. I'm still doing some wiring inside. We had a little action yesterday by accident. Kind of cranked the car up. Let's see what Snoop Dogg is doing over here. Trying to make this TPS work. Okay. The right TPS for this is $100-something. This is a GM unit. This is like $14. The problem is it's in reverse. It goes the other way. So we have a little idea because it doesn't fit it doesn't fit at all. Like you can't line up. There's no holes that line up.
With all the stuff you've been doing under that hood, I'm sure you can figure this one out too.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. The idea is I'm gonna drill a hole here so the TPS sits inside, then I'm gonna cut a larger hole around it, kind of basically make a washer as an adapter to go here because the holes don't quite line up right there. I'm gonna do that with the Eastwood hole saw kit. So once I punch this out, that's my center hole. And this comes with an arbor. Very easy. Arbor goes in there, into the drill. That's it. My build and battle drill press. Clamp it down. I need to make it a washer. This is a different arbor. You saw this one just screws on. This one screws on here, and then the top is where it locks. You see those grooves in there? And there's pins that come down. So you turn that, and it locks the hole saw in place. What the advantage of that is, you could easily, when you're done, you unscrew this, and it comes right out. So let's go again. Ah, that's a little better. Now we're sitting flush. This one was a little too small. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You didn't know you're going against a turbo LS,
Whoa,
did you?
whoa.
We're still not scared.
All right.
Whoa, what the? No, buddy. This is our Wargwarner turbo. How much did we pay for it? This much. Get it? There we go. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Finally.
Yes.
Oh my God. Twin scroll.
We'll make it work.
Inside the intake.
Horsepower.
Exactly. Well, it's gonna loosen up all the bearings, you know?
That's what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm back, dad hat on, ready to check out what these guys have been up to for about the day or so that I've been gone. That is a whole ass motor in the engine bay, looking solid.
Bolted up. Done.
Bolted up. And this right here, this situation, this makes me really excited.
Right now we're also working on some wheel fitment as well, finally, because we got the wheels. But the only downside, the center bore here is always somehow, bigger because this is part of the rotor. It's
Right.
not like newer cars where the rotor is completely separate from the hub.
Whoa, wait, really? So
Yeah.
oh, I see that
The
now.
rotor is the hub. I forget what they call it, but
So you're gonna try and blast out the center bore on the wheel to make it fit over this one here.
I think the way Alex has got it figured too, he's probably just gonna do a wheel adapter because the wheel can't go too far in anyways because it's gonna hit the coilover.
Okay, center bore issues aside, this is all looking pretty good.
Oh yeah, dude, we got it all bolted up. We got the spacing figured out.
Okay.
I'll do a real quick eyeball alignment and then check our Ackerman.
Okay.
And then once we got our Ackerman locked in, we can take the knuckles off for the last time, weld them up for the final time, then we'll be done with that. Front suspension's done.
And the Ackerman is,
When you turn your wheels, basically, you would think they'd turn the same rate each time. However, Ackerman basically is your effect where one wheel will turn more than the other, essentially.
Okay.
It's a real big deal in drifting. We're gonna try to get it as close to 0 as possible for this purpose,
Okay.
just to make it simple.
All right, last thing. I'm geeking out on that. The suspension tied in to the roll cage, tied into the car. That's got to be a huge thing for driver feel.
Absolutely. I really think like Alex went the extra mile and made it adjustable both on the front end and the back end.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll try it out, you know, the way I wanted it there, and then if we don't like it or we want to see what else it can do, we can always just unbolt that, swap it over to the next hole, or vice versa.
A lot of progress, but still a long ways to go. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll leave you alone for a
Yeah,
little
now
bit.
it's a bunch of little things.
That's the toughest part of the build.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
for sure.
So,
All right, man.
All right, Ron.
Jamo, I'm gonna need you to cool it. I'm gonna need you to cool it.
Yo, man,
All right.
I'm cool today.
You're cool
I
today.
am so cool today.
Cool as cucumbers.
Please don't start with him today. Please, all morning, this guy.
All morning what?
Oh my God.
We're
Ask him.
end of the second week, our 10-day. We are definitely on schedule. Motor fired up by accident.
I heard. Cranked up, no throttle body.
No throttle body. I'm inside, just checking in my inputs and my outputs, and the thing just fired up. 8,000 RPM, roaring. But we know it starts.
8K RPM, cold start,
Cold start,
no problem.
send it.
Send it. I don't see a lot of room for a turbo here though. Is it gonna sit above?
We got two options. We could leave it down here,
Okay.
or we could leave it up here.
Ooh, I like option 2.
Check it. What's it gonna look like?
Okay.
Yeah.
This
know.
is
Yeah.
it right here.
There. Oh, I love all the video clips of like Sub-Zero racing, and the turbo's like up here, and then just a short pipe coming out, got fire and everything.
We might do this.
The wiring inside is different from what I wanted. I want the ECU to control the fans, the fuel pump, the auxiliaries. So I'm just switching all the outputs inside, all the wires.
You want to leave all that stuff up to the ECU, not the driver, so the driver
No,
just thinks about
I want the
driving.
driver just to drive, not
Nice.
to worry about anything.
Yeah. Also, you don't know who's going to be driving this thing yet,
Yeah.
so you know you got to protect your motor somehow.
Initial begins with a J.
J.
That's a
Okay.
hint. And it ends with a O.
Yeah. Jacko.
Jamo?
I'm driving.
You're driving?
I'm driving this baby.
No
How are you
way.
gonna build a car and not drive it?
That's true. That's true.
Huh?
This is day 2 of Jamo shooting himself in the foot. Pow!
Just kick the clutch, pull the handbrake, and
How
you're
hard
good.
can it be?
How hard can it really be?
Exactly.
Did you say kick the clutch and a handbrake?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta show you a handbrake.
Let me see the handbrake.
Yeah. We got the extra.
Oh my! I can't even keep it in frame. That's that's the size of your torso. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that gonna fit? That is sizable.
There you go.
I like that. That's style points though.
You know, it's two purposes. You know, it's just on a little release right here, and this comes out.
What we got going on right here?
Oh, that's the kickstand for it.
That's the kickstand.
That's the kickstand for it.
I don't think that's.
I don't know how that really
I don't
works.
think that's what that is.
No, I think that is the kickstand.
Oh, is it? Oh, wait.
Like you
the
pull it
e-brake.
back and then you just kind of hold it on something and it just stays.
Yeah, this is the e-brake. That's the e-brake right there.
We don't really know what we're doing. The most overlooked aspect of doing a build is time. Everyone thinks they could come in and do this thing overnight. Never happens. There's always something along the way. Never happens. The only way to combat that is experience. So when you run into a problem, you're not sitting on top of it for days.
All the fittings, like all the little knick-knack things, like your brake line fittings, your fuel fittings.
I'd have to say budget. Every time I build a car, it always goes over budget. It's only $50. We'll just add that to the pile of cash that I've already spent. Budget for the best. Don't budget for the worst.
Do your research. It helps out a lot. Don't be that person that say, yeah, I know how to do it, you know, and mess it up. And then you'll be chasing your tail over and over, just like how I am on this wire. I don't know what the hell this wire does, just chasing it.
Oh, things just got real complicated.
Arts and crafts.
Yeah, this thing ain't working out. I hate all the guesswork of just taking your steering arm here and just welding it wherever you want to weld it. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna do 2 plates fitted to this knuckle here, and then I can more easily place where we want the pickup point to be for the tie rod. And then we can also do multiple holes to give us Ackerman adjustment. And that's also gonna give us a giant bolt that's gonna bolt one of these steel plates. So even if we do have a weld crack, it's not gonna be a catastrophic failure and we'll be able to go back and fix it later. I don't want there to be any guesswork here. I want this thing to work, and I want it to work right the first time. Hey, can we use...
I'm gonna go mount a dash.
Go mount the dash, dude.
Delivery came. You can't just be walking by Alex and not show him what's in the box. What's in the box? Oh, you know, we bought another 4 cylinders. We bought another 4 cylinders, buddy.
No. Who did you steal that from?
Our 4 cylinders. Right Ejectocito!
They coming out with all these secret things now.
Nothing's a secret. You just know what we're doing. Let me go get the other bottle. Today! Yo! Don't worry, they're gonna edit that out. Right? You guys gonna edit that out?
Creeping.
How the tables have turned. Dude, I just came out here just trying to check stuff out, not do the host cam thing, but here we are.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
All right, so we got the intake manifold on, Holley EFI with the glove trick. You see the glove trick? You don't want to be stuffing rags and stuff up in there.
No.
You've seen what happens when you forget a rag, do a test fire? No bueno. Get the glove. Get yourself a little, there you go. There you go. Nice.
That looks so wrong in so many different ways.
It almost looks worse with me putting it back in.
All right. What do you see over there? We got the turbo mounted. Soupy's about to install the K&N air filter. The K&N air filter. Here we go. Well, you always want to run a filter on your turbos, especially something that we're not going to run a hood or anything on. Chunks of tire go in there, it's shredded up right there. Little filter, and that's it. Little assurance that nothing goes in there. So what do you like about these filters? They're reusable. Reusable, they're easy to clean. And they're high flow. They're gonna last almost forever. Very nice. I like the kit that it came with. It came with its own clamp. Yes. So you don't have to go buy it. It comes with the right clamp to clamp it on. These filters come in various shapes and sizes. It doesn't have to be for a performance car. You could install it on your all-motor car, naturally aspirated. They come in round, square, fits in your stock airbox. After tightening up the clamp that K&N provided with their kit, we're gonna continue on doing the charge pipe, the oil return line, and continue on this side also. Charge pipe going all the way to the throttle body. That's it.
Look at that, buddy. Those are looking fresh. Ah, that is gorgeous, man. Ackerman for days. Angle for days. And now they're symmetrical, and I know it. Ah, I'm so stoked on it. No more guessing. Now we're gonna weld them. And they'll probably crack, and they'll break on the track, and they'll kill us. We gotta heat these bad boys. That's why we got our thermometer here, and we got our natural gas torch. We're gonna take this, we're gonna heat this bad boy up to 450 degrees. Weld it. Right as soon as we're done welding it, we're gonna dump it in that sand, like so. But, uh-oh. Maybe go that way with it. Oh, yeah. See, look at this. Josh is a genius.
The most desirable way to do this is obviously like, heat it up, preheat it to about like 400, 450 degrees, and then TIG weld it using NI99 rod because it's high nickel. High nickel is good for welding cast stuff. So then obviously after you weld it, bury it in sand, let it cool as slow as possible, because if it cools too fast, all the molecules, they want to like come back together too fast and will actually make the material brittle. This is gonna take forever to heat up, dude. 30, 300.
I'm flipping it with
Huh?
this way. That?
Yep.
All right. What up, Mike and DS? What are you doing here? You swung by?
I don't know what I'm doing here yet.
You don't? You just.
I heard these guys are building cars against each other. I heard that there's some Honda Z
Honda powered Z, that's right.
and what looks like an LF IROC Z
That's correct.
and Josh Mason.
I think you know this guy.
And then that looks like Alex Grimm. Are you pretending to weld again? Are they gonna do the editing to make it look good?
Don't even worry about that. These dudes made Ford Mustang BC coilovers work on a 3rd gen. Look at those arms.
That's what they do. They're
Look at those
fabricators,
arms.
bro. I heard something about a Gymkhana.
Gymkhana grid.
Gymkhana grid,
Gymkhana grid. So time Gymkhana racing.
which you and I know I'm very interested in that.
Micah hits me up at least once a month.
At least
being
once a
like, when is Gymkhana grid coming to the US? How can I race in it? Should I steal my mom's STI and race in that instead? I'm like, yes, of course. That's a fantastic idea.
I don't want to steal from my mom, but I'm not above it.
Well, these dudes are building rear wheel drive Gymkhana grid cars. So,
Sounds like my cup of tea.
yeah. And you know Josh is a wheel man.
Josh
Through and
is a
through.
real man.
You guys have driven against each other.
In practice, we've driven a lot, but not
Yeah.
actually like competition.
I don't think we've seen each other in competition. I've seen Alex in competition, and every time I've seen, oh no, not the last time. Every time. So every time I've gone against Alex, he's beaten me.
Whoa!
Yeah, every single time.
Look, hold on. Look at that. That's the biggest smile I've seen out of you this entire build so
But
far.
let me tell you, those battles were my favorite battles. Like, and I mean that. I really mean that.
Well, let's check this thing out right here. So here we got a little.
What the heck is this?
This is a Honda K20.
A K24?
This is Jamo.
Who, Jamo?
Jamo, Micah DS,
Yo, man.
and this is Soupy.
Soupy? What's up, man? How are you? Good. How you guys doing? All right.
East Coast friends. Yeah, this is their creation.
But what'd you do with the transmission in this? Like what?
It's a 350Z claim. That's the CD09.
Was it an adapter plate?
Yep.
Did you make that adapter plate?
No, someone in Poland sells it. Poland.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Shout out Poland with the adapter plates.
I've never seen anything like that before. Like this, like
I don't think anything.
So these dudes, obviously super talented builders, fabricators.
yeah.
But one thing these dudes keep telling me is that they don't think they have the driving credentials to take this thing to
that why I'm
competition.
here?
I think that's why you're here. Supi and Jamo have told us, look, we know how to build cars. They know how to drive cars too. They've never done Gymkhana Grid before. So we brought you out, Micah, to maybe help these guys out.
I have never done Gymkhana Grid either.
Damn it! God damn it!
Well, you're the best option we got. They don't know anybody else.
I'm the only one of
This
you.
isn't New York. We can't bring the homie out of the bodega
Yo.
who had his training only in snow days in New York City.
Snow days in New
Yo,
York sounds
he'll
fun.
run circles around you.
I believe it.
He'll run circles around you.
But unfortunately, for reasons that we cannot talk about, he cannot board planes or travel. So anyway, we got you out here now. We got,
have to go
you
to
know,
Hoonigan.
it's just how things go. Micah, you're out here. We're gonna test this car, and because these dudes don't really have a network of friends and people out here, we brought you out as an option. As an option for Jamo and Supi, if they feel the need, they can hire you as a driver.
You're killing the beast, bro.
So you could think about your rate. Also think about their budget, but think about your rate.
We can make it happen.
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm not worried about it.
We can win.
It's dope. Let's go.
I knew you'd be down. I knew you'd
so
be down.
Not to take away from Jamo and Supi. I mean, they're great builders and stuff. I mean, I don't think they're probably good drag racers, but as far as what we're doing, it's a way different than just going straight. So putting Diaz in the car, I think will definitely be like, it will be fun, and it will also be like just a great challenge.
I agree, man.
So it'll be good competition.
So remember, even though most of this challenge is about the build, at the end, there's a lot of points to be had for driving. So Supi and Jamo, they're gonna try and drive the car on the test day, but if it's not working out, if they're struggling with the drive and getting times, we're gonna get Micah Diaz in the car so the competition's a little more even. But they're gonna have to save some budget for that because driving doesn't come free.
And the final week, we get both cars running
And to compete. There's a whole bunch to do, not a whole lot of time to do it.
No one to meet today. Car with a bubble machine in the back. So when you
Changing
drifted and
game
shit, you
right
got dude, you got smoke in the bubbles and I just go in the crowd.
I am so down.
Word. You heard it here first.
Now we gotta bring him back for Scumbag Labs to do that exact idea.
Dude, Supi would love Scumbag Labs.
Yeah, it would. You would
Yeah.
love Scumbag Labs.
Yeah.
That sounds like my thing.